Shit, hold on. It's coming live. Oh well. Hi, how you doing? Hey. I'm on the moon. It's made of cheese. Hello, everyone. How you guys doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world? Welcome to Beer and Cheese Tuesday. Yeah, this is where we prepare some beer and cheese, and we see if it works.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works. But we got a great panel today. Cheers to Bumpy Isms and art by Sparkle, Mrs. Lori Finzer. All right, cheers, guys. Thanks for being here. And cheers to the 3,000 strong watching. 6,000. Holy kryptonite, Batman. 6,000 people. All right, thank you for showing your love to us. We love you too. But cheers when you come in. Let's go ahead and start this up. Let's show it off first, and then we'll get into the real stuff. Bring up Bumpy first. Cheers. I thought you froze.
Did you freeze?
I saw you move.
All right.
Freeze, man.
Now it's trying to be 7,000 people. I want to be
Oh.
7,000.
I think people aren't used to starting this early.
I know,
It's
right?
early. It's late. Usually
It's
starts
kinda
at
late.
8. All right. So my cheese tonight. Oh, it's a juicy package. So this is one of those Sartori cheeses. And this is a tomato basil Bellavitano cheese. Tomato and basil balances out sweet and nutty Bellavitano with delightfully savory notes. Cast this Bellavitano in the starring role of your next great cheese board. Here it is, cut up.
Hey, that's
Beautiful.
beautiful, man. It's pretty.
Pretty.
Purdy. It's
Yeah.
it's a little bit damp. It's a bit of a damp cheese, but tomato and basil reminded me so much of pizza
Yes.
and cheese. I mean, cheese, tomato, basil. That's all. So I was just like,
Yep.
wow. I mean, any beer basically could go very well with with cheese, or pizza. But if it's reminding me of
Definitely.
pizza, I said, well, damn it. Let's do a
Oh.
jumbo slice. This one comes from Other Half,
Oh my.
and it is a double dry hopped Imperial IPA. It's got all the pizza slices all over it. Fantastic can art.
Cute. Nice can art.
Um,
Love it.
Flip it this way, maybe. Hops that are used are Galaxy, Motueka, and El Dorado. It comes in at exactly 8% ABV. It's an Imperial IPA brewed with a hand-selected blend of hops, and it tells you all the notes. So fantastic. Let's go ahead and pour it. I couldn't really read the can on date. This was the last can. I haven't been buying Other Half because this can was $8.50 for just one can. They're
Holy
way
shit.
overpriced in my area, so I haven't been buying them. But I was just like, it's
Gotta
got
do it, huh?
pizza on it, and this cheese reminds me of pizza, so I'm gonna buy it for this thing. And Other Half's pretty darn good too. So the head on it is a very tight knit white frothy head. The color of the beer itself is a nice murky yellow orange, opaque. Can't see through it. So there you go.
Damn, looks good.
Yeah,
Cheers,
let's
Bumpy.
do this.
Right on, dude.
It's
Oh
been
yeah,
so long since I've had another half. Ooh, I smell bananas.
me
What the?
too. Bananas.
Ooh,
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
bananas.
All right.
All right. All right. Cheers, dude. Thank you.
Bananas.
All right. We got Sparkle next.
All right. Well, like they say on the Food Channel, today I have for you. This is the Winesdale and Cranberries, handmade in Great Britain. Now, I have had this cheese before on panel, but I had to use it up. And I'm hoping it goes well with the beer that I have. Dying to try this. I've been waiting for the right adjectives. This is Huss Brewing Company Brown Cow Imperial Chocolate Milk Stout.
I've seen that.
And it is, I know I saw it on here what the ABV is. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I saw it a little while ago. 8% ABV. So let's open this bad boy. Mm.
Was that a move?
Oh, I didn't show you my cheese. The cheese is a little crumbly. But look at all those cranberries.
Nice.
And that looked good.
You said it was really?
Pretty crumbly. All right.
Almost got that today. Hey.
Poured it in the wrong glass. All right. Let's see how this brown cow pours. Pretty dark. Looks like a Coca-Cola. Look at that khaki head.
Wow.
Ain't that gorgeous?
Nice.
That's just gorgeous.
Yeah. Look good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, cool. We'll see you when you review it.
Yep.
And thank you very much, Sparkle.
You're welcome.
Well, here we go with Mr. Steven. Okay, so I'm like way going out of my bounds here. I'm going umami, savory with fruit puree sour.
Whoa.
Woo!
Whoa.
This is an $8.50 can. It better be good. And it's brand new, right on their shelves. It's from Great Notion, and it's called Reefer Madness. It's a sweet fruit that makes beer thicker. ISOs cry for it. Proxies die for it. Adjunct crazed abandoned. See warm storage victims. What actually happens? Oh, so it's going after that movie, Reefer Madness, back in the 50s. And it's a 6.3%. Almost didn't say the percentage. It's a 6.3% smoothie with Chadeo with strawberry, blueberry, blackberry, raspberry. I wonder if I can pick out one of those flavors. The guys are out of Portland, Oregon, and it was canned the end of March. So month and a week. 38 days. Let's go ahead and open it up. Let me spin it a little bit. Let me kind of do this.
Uh-oh. It's gonna explode.
I hope not. There we go. We're good. Oh boy. Oh my god, that's thick.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Looks like blueberry juice.
Wow.
It's so viscous pouring. Oh shit. Oh shit. No.
Oh shit.
Told ya.
Hold on.
I should have just sipped it.
That shit went crazy. Oh my god, that smells so fucking good though, man. I haven't had one of these in a while. Super. It's not a Guinness, that's for sure. There's that.
That's beautiful.
Now, the cheese I'm doing is from Wisconsin. I got it over at Safeway it's Kindred Creamery, and this is what I'm saying: forage mushrooms. So, what do you call those mushrooms that look like a penis? Well, they all kind of look like penises. Chanterelle. No, not chanterelle. What's those? They're like weird. You'll see it here. Watch. This is a forage mushroom and scallion jack cheese. You see the little mushroom there? What are those called?
Okay.
I forgot what they're called.
Penis envy. Well, that's a magic. That's a magic mushroom.
The
But
PE mushroom.
It smells like poop, but we'll get into that. But scallions and wild mushrooms. Wow, let's.
What an interesting combo.
That's what you can see. It's like all these black pieces of mushroom and like.
Oh
and
my
the scallions. Scallions are what, onion, like a type of onion or something.
Yes, scallions are the green onion.
It's tasty. Oh, that's right. That's right.
You know, with the chive end or the
yes,
end.
Yes. Totally. I remember having those in vinegar. They have the little bulbs that they put in. Those are really good. Okay, so that's that. And real quick, I want to say cheers to Short and Stout beer reviews. Cheers,
Sammy.
Kettleheads. Cheers, Kettleheads. Cheers, Paul. All right, let's go ahead and get back to Bumpy and do the full review. Be right back.
So I've been munching on my cheese, but that's why I do.
Cheater.
It's a hot day today. I'm not used to the heat. I'm not used to drinking in the heat, so I'm very much buzzed. Just to let you all know. I had to actually take the hat off, I think. The hat has to come off.
Hot in here.
Yeah, no, this is like it got close to 80 degrees here today, so it's been got the window open. I've had the window open all night. Got this back screen door open. It's
Wow.
Woo. So yeah, it's alcohol's hitting me a little bit funny today that I'm not used to because normally
it was 88 here today.
Yeah, let's start with this beer. Also I started sneezing, allergies, so I'm gonna do the best I can here. So with the other half, a jumbo slice. It's a double dry hopped Imperial IPA with Citra and the hell is it?
Hellas?
Citra. Oh no Citra. Wipe Citra from your mind. Galaxy, Motueka, and El Dorado. I can tell you my own experience with El Dorado. Probably get some like candied notes, some cherry notes. Galaxy is kind of pineapple-y and citrusy and some pines and stuff like that. And Motueka, I can't really remember what Motueka gives you. I think it's more along the pineapple, piney, earthy tone or something like that. But anyway, some aromas here. Oh, bubblegum. I mean, pink bubblegum.
Wow. Nice.
Juicy fruit.
Oh, that sounds good.
So I went from like pink bubblegum right to juicy fruit. Some more juicy fruit chewing gum. Which juicy fruit is, I think juicy fruit's kind of like it's more of a tropical type note. But yeah, that's definitely. I only got one nostril working right now, so this is pretty hard.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'd say it's more tropical. Forward, it reminds me of a lot of juicy fruit chewing gum. I can't really get much else out of it. I got one nostril. This is not the best. I'm sorry. Right before the show, I had an allergic reaction. Allergic allergies and sneezed, and there we are. So I can't give you much more than that. It smells tropical. It smells juicy. Cheers.
Cheers. Right. Bye.
It's got a smooth mouthfeel to it. It's got kind of a medium to a full body heft. Carbonation is I'd say lower, moderate. Some malt presence, getting some kind of like wheat grain type notes out of the malt. A little bit of a breadiness. It's got a bitterness that does hit, that lingers on. It's kind of coming up a bit grassy. Mid notes are like very minute. I would say like it's like a diluted pineapple, diluted lime. It still has a little bit of like a juicy fruit flavor to it, but it's like all kind of watered down. It's very light. Then you get hit with this huge like grassy, it's like a burn almost. At the finish, there's a spiciness to it, which leads me to believe like a lot of times with a spicy type note, I get like a guava or something. So I think I'll throw in guava, but it'd be very diluted on the guava end. It's kind of the end, the finish. There's like this real spicy type note kind of hitting on the tail end, maybe even like a little bit of a peppery black pepper type note.
Yum.
Yeah, it reminds me of a chewing gum a little bit. It really does. On the flavors, is when I just like did that, and it kind of really brought up that kind of juicy fruit chewing gum type of a vibe again. ABV at 8%. I mean, this drink's maybe even heavier than that. This one's like just hitting me like it's almost like drinking more like a 9%er, which is odd. Normally beers drink less. This one seems to drink heavier. Yeah, let me go ahead and go tackle the cheese. This is the whole reason why I picked this beer up was because the cheese I decided I was going to do. So otherwise, I would not have touched other half because their prices are way too high where I live, and I'm on strike against them. So, and this beer is making me disappointed that I picked it up.
Oh dear.
To be fair, though, I mean, with only one nostril working, it's actually this one.
I thought it would have a little more spice to it.
I thought it would be. I don't know. I thought it would have more of a.
I mean, with the pizza all over the
Well,
can.
I thought it would have more of a depth of fruitiness, But let's go ahead. Yeah. So that you're getting this tomato, like dried tomato, smell. I wish I could show you Sadie's face right now. She has this thing where she like gets a dry lip, so she was like just looking at me.
She's like, I don't know about that.
Oh, it's funny as hell.
Stuck lip.
But yeah, it's got this dried tomato smell to it. The basil is very kind of it's kind of dialed back. I mean, I'm used to eating. I eat a lot of frozen pizzas. This smells like a very like you kind of get that like frozen pizza type sauce. It's like very very light. This would be like one of those very light sauces on a frozen pizza. So it's just kind of there. You're getting that kind of sweet nutty smell out of the Bella Vitano that it has. You gonna go out? You going out? Scratched. Wait. Let's that doesn't have a lot on it.
Eating it. Cheers, Caesars.
Teasers.
So that piece right there didn't have like really any of that tomato basil in this. So it's just like it's a very sweet and nutty cheese, Bella Vitano. It's not bad. Let's get there's a little bit more of that on there.
Mm.
Little crunches. It has a little bit of a salty kind of tomato flavor to it. The basil's not showing up all that much. This is one of those cheeses where the spices, I think, really need to be like more. They need to coat more of it. Just not enough. I think when I get to the end, when I get to like that side, that would probably be the best blend. Like getting there. These smaller slices just aren't doing it. But yeah, sweet nutty. A little bit of a salty kind of tomato base. The basil's still not really showing up. But I got that in my mouth. Let's drink the beer. Cheers. Cheerios.
Cheers. Cheesers. Cheers.
Cheers.
It brings out more grassy tones from the beer. More of a fresh grass. Coat. Sorry this is taking so long.
You don't need to be sorry. You're doing fine.
Bubblegum. Grassiness. You can still have some of that sweet nuttiness from the cheese. A little bit of that kind of tomato flavor lingers on slightly. It's just I don't know. I think the beer is kind of ruining some of it. I think that there needs to be more on the cheese. I think there needs to be more of that tomato basil on the cheese. I think that the Bella Vitano is just a bit too strong for what is there. There's a little nuance of it, but it's just not.
The bubblegum is so weird. I mean, given the can, it's hard to believe that would be a predominant flavor.
Yeah, they should have a bubblegum stick on this. It would have been more appropriate. Let's go ahead and drink the beer, and then I just cut off this piece here. Let's just see if this kind of dominates anything, if this changes anything. Bon appetit or cheesers?
Beers, cheeses,
cheers, beers, beer cheese.
Jesus.
Mhm. Yeah. That was a huge chunk of cheese. But with that amount of the tomato and the basil, starting to get the basil a little bit in that. It does remind me a bit of like the topping of a pizza. The drinking the beer first and then eating that, zero effect. There was nothing. It was just beer and then whatever I got from the cheese. So I'd say the better way to do it is to have the cheese first, then drink the beer. But there's no real, nothing's really working great together on this one.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Mhm. Boomer.
My
All
nostrils
right.
kind of clear up a little bit.
Oh, God.
Breathe
Throw
out
some
a
whiskey
little bit.
on your other
There's a
nostril.
positive. Cheers.
All
Cheers,
right. Cheers.
darling.
All right. Thanks, brother. All right. Let's go ahead and bring up Sparkle.
All right. I know I like this cheese, but we'll do a review anyway. Um, okay. This is the cranberry, and I tell you what, this cheese is not lacking for cranberry, which is wonderful. And I mean, it's all the way through, no matter how you cut it. Let's get this a little taste. Mm. You can even smell the cranberry, which is really interesting. Um, it's a little mealy, meaning that I think because it's crumbly, it's sort of, mealy's on the tongue, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
But it has a wonderful creaminess. The cranberry is so pronounced. Yeah, you can actually smell the lactose in here or the milk or whatever they use with this. I'm not a cheesemaker, so. But it doesn't coat the tongue forever, which is nice because when you eat it, sometimes cheese will coat the tongue and then you want to scrape your tongue before you eat anything. And that's what crackers do. But this could be eaten by itself. And it's really delightful. It's a beautiful blend on this. I wouldn't even call it a cheddar. It's kind of like um, maybe a cheddar mixed with cream cheese. It's very mild. And it's so that the cranberries really stand out, which is great. Great on um, even the gluten-free crackers, um, the the salt ones, or a Ritz, something that doesn't have other flavors. Um, and because this has enough flavor to be beautiful by itself. Let me take one more bite here. I love it. All right. So I'm going to top this beer off a little bit so I can smell it a little better. Good to the last drop. Squeeze it in. I love it. All right. Oh, yeah. I can smell the chocolate. Interesting. there's a creaminess. There's definitely lactose in here, which kind of softens up that chocolate. Maybe slight vanilla, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to try it.
Cheers.
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 Wowzers. That is a chocolate. It's kind of like a baker's chocolate. It's not like a milk chocolate. It has a little bit of bitterness, but I think the lactose in here, I'm assuming there is lactose. I didn't read the can, but I think there must be lactose because it is evening out that chocolate so that as it's on the tongue and after it's gone down, it really has a smooth, not as sharp bakers. It kind of smooths it out. It gives it some, it marries very beautifully. Very slight effervescence, but it leaves a sweetness on the tongue, which I like. It's a little bitter at first, but it levels out to a real nice sweetness. And I like that. If it stays bitter, I'm not a fan, as you know. But this just really it almost tastes like there might be a little coffee in there, maybe chocolate coffee. Um, but it's called a milk stout, chocolate milk stout. So I think this is my first milk stout, actually. Maybe.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to try the cheese again. I don't know if keeping this, a little bit at room temperature, if it will change the crumbly aspect of it. I don't think so. But I did just take it out of the refrigerator, so who knows? We'll see what happens when it's sitting out. So I'm going to try this one.
That's pretty crumbly.
Teasers.
Even more.
I'm hoping they blend nicely. Who doesn't like chocolate and fruit,
Yeah, no doubt.
So cheese before beer.
Cheers.
Wow. That sweetened up the beer, actually. I mean to tell you, there is a lot of sweetness going on the tongue there. That's actually that pairs nice on that way. All right. Let's try it the other way.
Beers, Chip.
Berries.
Interesting. The beer fumes were kind of going up my nose when I added the cheese. The cheese is a little more predominant after the fact. So if I wanted a really nice even pairing, I think the cheese before a beer is better. I didn't realize that cheese was as strong as it is, but apparently it is because when I did it after the beer, the cheese stood out. However, it brought out more of the lactose in the beer. So it's very interesting how it plays with the lactose on there. It plays with the chocolate, but it plays with the lactose a lot. So that's very interesting. I have to think about that one a little bit.
Yes. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
All right. Thank you, Sparkle.
You're
No,
welcome.
Cheers.
Larry Lactose strikes again.
Larry lactose, right.
Okay. So this is a very very purple drink. Reefer Madness. I didn't say, oh, it's a 6.3% from Great Notion out of Portland, Oregon. Brand new, right off their taps, off their bright tanks, whatever they do. Look at the chunky matter on the side. Let's get that Guinness out of the way.
Oh God, that's gorgeous.
It
Jeez,
just left a big old
Louise.
circle of.
Looks like vampire blood. Sorry.
It kind of does. It has like a weird. It's very blueberry purple, for sure, or maybe like a raspberry blueberry purpleness. On the nosers, where's my nosers thing? Come on, nosers.
Nosers.
So you definitely get a lactose in this, a sweet milk sugar. You're getting almost like a blueberry, raspberry, blackberry mixture, like popsicle. It almost smells like a popsicle. Very candy forward, like a blueberry candy, raspberry candy. I said that earlier when I said I wonder if we're gonna be able to pick out what we're gonna be able to pick out. And it has like a strawberry, blueberry, blackberry, raspberry, and all of those things are coming out. Like it's like licking the wall at Wonka factory. Like every little part of if you turn it, you can get. No, I'm just kidding. It's like a dial. You just turn it, and I get strawberry. I turn it, and I get raspberry. I turn it, and I get blackberry. No, it's crazy. It's like a mixture box of popsicles with all these flavors. If you were to open the box and put your nose in it of popsicles and put it back in the freezer just to smell what you have, it's very interesting. And then you're getting a slight like malty kind of granola. I always get a little bit of granola off these heavily fruited purees with the lactose and the little granola, I think, from the malts that they're using. But very, very nice. I mean, they all, we've talked about this in the back and about a lot of these. I know me and Bumpy's you've talked about them. They kind of get old. You wonder what you're going to get out of them because they all smell the fucking same. There's like, but this actually has a dial of different flavors, which is really, or aromatics, which is really interesting. I don't know how the flavors are going to be, but it does smell kind of like a lot like a Drecker though, or like a 420 North, or or 450 North, whatever that is, 420 North. But yeah, let's go ahead. So we got. Let me go through There's like I can't see any carbonation. I don't even know what's going on. There's like a little bit of like smithing of bubbles on the top that haven't gone down, but let's drink it. Cheers.
Cheers. Honey, what's the name of that again? I'm sorry.
Reefer Madness.
Reefer Madness.
From Great Notion.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So definitely you start off with a little strawberry. There's like that first little pinch of strawberry and raspberry. Your red fruits are out of the way. Now we're getting into the purple fruits. There's no blueberry. I thought there was. Oh yeah, there is blueberry, blackberry, and then you got strawberry wrap. So you're getting into the red. You're getting those red fruits out of the way, and then you start to get like midway through the tongue. You're getting into the blackberries and the blueberries. And then within it all, and it has a tart. It's a tart. It's not super sour. It's sweeter. It's got that lactose involved there. It's sweetened up. It's bodied up. You know, it's got a little fuller feel to it, a little more richer. Dick, richer. Richard, Dick. All right. But very smooth, goes down very nice and easy. You want to keep drinking it. It tastes like a popsicle with a little bit of a tart twist. Very nice. It's actually pretty fucking good. I almost want to lick all that off.
Will it dye your beard?
Maybe. All right. So there's the beer. That is fantastic. I really like that, actually. It does not taste like a beer, obviously. So it just tastes like a nice sour, and sours don't really taste like beer to me. They just taste like kind of like a weird sour wine with a little twist. Kindred Creamery out of Muskota, Wisconsin. It's a very wet, juicy bag of wetness around the cheese and somewhat firm, like medium firmness. And it's got pieces of like here.
Wow.
You see how wet and gooey and weird it is? When I opened it up, it smelled like poop. Like straight, like if you were to like take your finger and go in your ass and dig some poop out. Not that I have done that, but it's just that imaginary, that imagery. Like a clay poop, like a clayish feeling poo-poo. Or bad breath, kind of bad breath, like really bad breath when you haven't brushed your teeth in a month. There you go.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get into this. This one's really interesting. Oh man. And the mushroom fell out of it. Anyway, never mind. Let's smell it. So yeah, after you let it oxidate a little bit, a little oxygen hits it, kind of rids out all that poo-poo. You start to get like kind of a saltier umami kind of meatiness to the cheese. It's that you're getting like almost like a garlic onion, the scallops and the mushroom earthiness really kind of blends together nicely. It's that salty kind of oniony kind of smell with that field of mushroom, that wild mushroomy kind of, yeah, holy shit. And then you get through it and it almost smells kind of like a cheddar. It smells almost like a cheddar. Oh god, that smells like ass. I'm scared. I'm gonna eat it. Let's eat this cheesers. Oh.
Cheesers. Good luck, buddy.
Oh, it's not bad. Oh. Oh, it tastes like steak. It tastes like a really nice seasoned steak.
Really?
Very umami, very meaty. And you put like soy sauce and A1 steak sauce on it. That's what it tastes like. It's very good.
Wow.
But you get that poo-poo ring around the palate of your mouth. Ugh.
Chase
God
it.
damn it. It tastes like pepper and salt. You're getting a lot of pepper salt. Very meaty, very mushroomy, and very oniony. Almost a garlic onion. If you can get past that wet, gooey part, because that wraps around your hard, soft palate, all over your mouth up at the top. And it's just like poop, 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 poop. And then down here, it's like a really nice T-bone steak with like nice seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic, onions, mushrooms in there. Like mushroom soup even comes to my mind. A nice mushroom soup, a cream of mushroom or something like that. Oh, dude, that's good. Fuck, that's good. I'm gonna have to put that in something. All right, let's have another scoop of this and do cheese before beer, and try this weird, earthy umami with the fucking sweet tart beer. Totally new, never tried. That's what I love about this show. Get creative. Even if you don't think it's going to go well with it, do it anyway. If you can get past that smell, you're good to go. Yeah, good cheese.
It's like Limburger. Get past the smell.
Uh-huh. and yeah. BO smell. Fart. The beer totally wipes out anything that's umami. It doesn't taste like steak anymore. That's weird. It totally took it out, but it brought in more like a little salty and peppery and garlicky into the beer. But it's not an off-putting flavor. It doesn't taste bad. It might be a better one to have beer before cheese. So let's try that. That's not bad at all. Fucking weird. It's more salty, peppery, no more steak. Until you chew through it and get the beer out of your mouth. Once the sour's out of your mouth, you start getting back into the cheese again. But right away, it's like it just kind of like as if you were to have the cheese before beer. You get that salty and that peppery influence into that fruit. The fruit does kind of die down a little bit though, because that kind of overpowers it. It fights each other. It's like fighting each other. My thoughts on this were, you know how if you've ever had a like a New England or a West Coast with hops that have that garlicky kind of taste, or and it's weird, but it's good. You're like, fuck, this is good. So I got in my throat, but you almost like that kind of like earthy umami kind of meatiness in that IPA, and you're like, wow, okay. So that's what kind of where I was going with this. That's not bad, man. I have my last thoughts, but that's really interestingly good. So I can't believe it. Anyway, that's that. So let's go ahead and let's bring up Bumpy with his last thoughts, his scoring, whatever he wants to do, and here we go. Cheers.
Run away!
Yeah.
All right. So my last thoughts. The beer is. I'm not really enjoying it all that much.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty disappointed from something from other half, and I'm pretty disappointed in the price point. What they say is I should be getting passion fruit, papaya, peach, and pineapple. I think I picked out pineapple. That was probably it. The only thing I
That's
could pick out.
disappointing.
Now, given that I did have some allergies and stuff going on, so a little compromise there. But I would just say it's a good beer. It's good. Not something I'd recommend picking up. The cheese, interesting. Like I mentioned already, I think it needs more seasoning on it. That outer ridge is just not enough to totally blend to a superior level with the cheese. The cheese, the Bellavitano, is a pretty potent, sweet and nutty cheese, and I think it can handle a bit more spices. What I liked about the spices is that it did remind me a little bit of pizza. You get that kind of dried, like tomato pasty type flavor note. I think a little bit more of like a fresher basil or something. Basil just wasn't shining through it enough. But overall, I think the cheese is good. I'd throw it in kind of the low end, very good category. The pairing between the two, I don't know. It was all right, but I mean, there was nothing like spectacular about either the cheese or the beer, so it wasn't like going to be like this holy shit type of thing. Anyways, it's like, yeah, I'm not sure what, I mean, obviously a beer that had more flavor notes to it, I think would have matched better with the cheese, but yeah, the pairing was mediocre.
You know what? I'm disappointed.
Too bad.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in the beer. I thought it would have more.
Yeah,
stuff.
Dude.
I'm disappointed in the beer too.
Damn it.
I want my $8.50 back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
seriously.
take
dude.
the can in and see if you can get it back.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Well, damn it, Bumpy. I'm sorry to hear that.
I
Hopefully
know. What a
everything will be better
disappointment.
next time. But cheers, dude. All right.
Cheers.
Here we go with we got Cheryl in the house. Cheers, Cheryl. Cheers, Sparkle.
Hi, Angie.
Angie. Hey, Angie.
Miss Angie's here. Okay. Well, you already know I love this cheese. I've had it before. It has an abundance of cranberry. I mean, it when they say with cranberries, they are serious, and I just love it. Um, I'd give it a good 98%, and I think I did before as well. The beer, pleasantly surprised. Um, for an 8%, it's not heavy. The chocolate is well balanced, and I think that's because of the lactose. And I think it did well with this pairing. I can't imagine it with like a cheddar, a sharp cheddar, whatever, and I could be pleasantly surprised. But with this particular cheese, I think it blended well because it had a little more sweetness with the cranberries, where the beer might have been slightly bitter and then sweet on the tongue. I think it matched very well. If I remember correctly, the cheese before beer was the best combination. Is that right, Beer Man? Did I get that right when
I
I
think so.
said
Yeah.
it earlier? They just blended really nicely together. The beer by itself, I like it. It's not heavy. It gives me that chocolate kick. Even at 8%, it's not. It doesn't taste like a strong stout, but it's rich, and I'd easily put it at 90%. I like it a lot, and I've been looking forward to drinking it. And I think it's a really solid chocolate stout and a milk stout. My first time with the milk stout, I think. So it
Yeah.
seemed well rounded. It seemed very refreshing, and didn't leave me with, oh my God, it's so bitter, I can't take another sip. So I like it a lot. I think it paired beautifully together.
Nice.
Awesome. Great. That's good to hear. All right. Well, it's a good pairing. So, I mean, a good thought too to put those two together. So, excellent. All right. I almost picked up a cranberry Wensleydale today.
Did ya?
I almost did. All right. Thanks. Fuck, I almost called you Cheryl again.
That's all right. I'll answer to anything.
Cheryl. That's Sparkle. All right, Sparkle. Thank you. Cheers. All right. So this we'll go with the beer first. The beer was freaking amazing, awesome. Raspberry, blackberry, blueberry, strawberry. Four purees, or maybe they mixed it already, and it's just one puree and they put that in. I don't know. It's and now they made it, but very good beer, very good sour. Let's say still a beer, made like a beer, and it is a beer. So they use yeast, they use barley, they use or malts, probably wheat. I don't know if they probably use a small amount of hops in the late editions. I don't know, but I know they put puree in it, and they do it differently, lactobacillus and all this other stuff. But very good sour tart beer. I'm really digging it, and I would definitely buy it again. Super fucking delicious, especially for people that are starting out with craft beer and you want to try something. Maybe someone that likes wine. They would really like this, I think. So something to definitely get into and think about. I know a lot of the ladies love the sours. I know my wife likes them. I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm just saying that's how that is. But I would give this beer an excellent, actually, in the score of out of 100, maybe a 95 out of 100. Because there's so many more of them. I don't want 100 it, 95 for sure. So the Kindred Creamery's forage, mushroom, and scallion jack cheese was freaking weird. At first, it scared me, and actually, the taste, it starts off poopy. And then after that, you get through it. It's like a durian fruit. You get through that poopyism.
Poopy plops.
You get through that poopy shit, and it starts to taste good. It starts to taste like a salty, peppery kind of cheddar with that wild mushroom and onion garlic kind of thing, and it's really nice. It really is nice. I think that let's go with the pairing after, but the cheese itself was so interesting that I'm going to give it a 92 out of 100. I'll go 92, definitely an A minus shish. Pushing A in the middle, but very, very interesting. Something to check out. If you can find it, I'll show it one more time. There you go. Kindred. It was like $8.99 for the package. I think it was on sale even. And it's got poop juice on me. Poop. The mixture, I would say the sour, the cheese before beer was better. Just because the beer rinsed away that poop and like kind of brought out what was actually the flavor of that cheese, and it did it quicker, so I didn't have to sit there and like be mesmerized by poopy smell, and so it was really nice. Or like bad foot or bad odor in your mouth. That's kind of where I was going with that, and I wanted something to rinse it down so quick, and I think something better like maybe a Westie could have gone better with this, or even a an imperial stout, even a cloying imperial stout, a very sweet imperial stout. The triple mash from Dragon's Milk. I didn't buy it, but I got it in this box when I put my beers in there, which I'm gonna have to go get that because it's like 16 or 17%. But even something like that would have gone really well with this crazy ass cheese. And but the mixture, it wasn't bad. Cheese before beer, I would totally say a good or a pushing very good kind of like mix. I would say good. All around, it's a good mixture. It went okay. It wasn't terrible. I would have preferred a different beer, but definitely was worth it to try it. And so there you go. That's what I have for you. Let's go ahead and get on. I'm going to take this banner off, and we're going to do our last thoughts and bring you up large. How about
we just
that?
said our last thoughts.
Our last thoughts were just said, and we're going to say, shout it out.
There you go.
Thank you, Bumpy.
Love you, darling.
Hey, you got some more last thoughts?
Yeah, I got a lot of last thoughts. I have some last words, some last prayers. Let me bring up a channel here. Let me just I'll just say the name of the channel. Check out Mandy in the Making. I dropped a video today where I posted the link to that channel, Mandy in the Making. Her and her husband, they do food reviews. She does like she bakes different things, basically makes different meals, walks you through it, and then he eats it and says whether it's good or not. Pretty crazy thing happened where like I made a meal, and that's the meal that I posted today, and I made it like a week or two ago. I mean, it's not like I make it and it's like right out fresh. So I was like, wow, I'm gonna shout this channel out because I was inspired by this channel to make this food tonight. Because basically here's what happens is the wife says, "You're making dinner tomorrow night." We've got kielbasa, we've got whatever, and it's like, okay, and I gotta figure out something to do. So that day I'll usually kind of like start going on YouTube or Pinterest or whatever, just looking around, and I find a meal to make, and I found a nice meal from that channel I mentioned, Mandy in the Making, and I threw in my own little twists on it and all, but still, I shout out that channel. And then 2 days prior to my video coming out, on YouTube, there was a little thing from Mandy in the Making, and she basically put a post up saying she wouldn't be posting any videos for the next few days to weeks or whatever because something major happened. So basically, I'm not sure of the whole ins and outs of it all, but it sounded like she may have some health issues that abruptly happened. So she just asked everybody to send her prayers, and I just thought it was super weird where it's like I just edited a video a few days ago shouting out her channel, and here she is asking for prayers. So
Wow.
yeah, check out Mandy in the Making, and send prayers her way for whatever the issue is. Like I said, I don't know exactly what it is. It did sound like it was probably health related. Health issues can surprise everybody, especially as you start to age. So yeah, on my channel though, yeah, I got my beer reviews, frozen pizza reviews coming out, and also throwing some food stuff out when I cook things, whether it be inside on the stove or outside on one of my grills, the Blackstone or the smoker. So that's it. That's my channel's Bumpyisms, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy. All right, man. Okay, so we're gonna bring up Sparkle now.
All right. I'm getting ready to make my homemade mead. So I've been looking at some channels, and this gentleman, it's called, I'm sorry, Man-Made Mead. I'm going to put the link right here in the chat. He has root beer mead. He's got some berry mead. He's got some tea meads. And it looks really interesting. And I've watched a couple of them, and he does a great job giving you the recipes and, making a gallon forced carbonated, whatever. So he's really fun to watch. He's a great dude. And so I'm looking forward to following him in my first mead making adventure. On my channel, I'm doing a collaboration on the 12th with Nate's Art Lab, and you'll see how I created this, which is a flour diptych, which means one goes over the other once you put paint on it, and you get two. And so these, I think, are going to be appetizer boards. Once they're dry, I'll put resin on them, and then some um, coating that makes it food safe. So, and it's on wood. And so, anyway, you'll see how I did that on the 12th. And on the 30th, I have another collaboration where I will be doing a Wandering Ring pour with Karen Dershin. And I want to do a shout out for her because she is an amazing artist. I have several of her pieces on my favorite artists wall, and she is just amazing to watch. So that's it for me.
All right. Thank you, Sparkle. Those are really cool, actually. Damn. I like that. Yeah. All right. So let me thank you. Man, there's a lot of things going on. Yeah, my wife's friend from high school passed away too, like 2 days ago.
I'm so
right after her
sorry.
birthday. So I'm just like, all these things happening, man. Ugh. All right. Let's take a moment, man. God damn. All right. That sucks to hear about Greg. God. All right. Yeah, cheers. So I'll mention a couple here. One of them has to do with beer, one of them doesn't. Tankard Brewing. I don't know who's ever mentioned them. I might have been someone that mentioned them, and I just copied it, went in there. I don't even think I've seen their stuff, but it was in my list.
Boulevard?
Huh?
Boulevard?
Boulevard? No. Tankard. Tankard Brewing. So his last thing he did our second all grain kit, Bonnie's Bitter, and then he did another one before that. I drove 130 miles for a pint of mild. I think they're out of England. So hey, welcome to our channel. We're Ben and Fenton, amateur homebrewers from the UK. Yeah, there you go. First thing they say. So there you go. There's that. And then another person I've been following that is so fun to watch at night when I'm drinking, having a few beers with my wife, that, is the Van Boys. The guy saved up a bunch of money, and he's only like 18, maybe 20. No, he's got to be like 21, 19, 20, 21. Went to Thailand, and he's been there ever since, and he does lives. It's really fun to watch, though, and he's got a lot of subscribers just from posting live streams and all his videos. There's his link there. Fun stuff, just kind of off from the whole beer, the alcohol thing title, but fun to watch. I don't know, I like watching stuff like that. So but anyway, we got Beer and Cheese Tuesday, 8 o'clock is next week, is open table on the alcohol side. Of course, cheese is what you should bring, and let's pair up any alcoholic beverage with cheese. It's the second week of the month, even though it feels like the third week of the month, because it's another one of those months. 31-day month, yeah. And then I'll spun out tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock mine. And you guys have your adjectives, so bring a beer based on that. Anyone's welcome to bring whatever you want the first time. If you haven't been here in a while and you have some adjectives in the past, go ahead and just bring a beer based on those adjectives that you got. We'll also, Alex was the last winner from last month, so I still have to get him a prize. And so everyone wins at the end of the month. So we'll guess that ABV and put the information. There's been some new adjustments to the instructions as to what we will do when we play the game, and I'll mention that tomorrow, just to be fair with everyone else, so that we have a fair chance to win. And I'll bring that up tomorrow. Just some new rules that I'm putting together. And besides that, I got the black lager that I'll be canning up for the June 17th AHA competition soon. I ran into some dilemmas with my chiller again. But it's okay.
no.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm talking to the guy tomorrow, and hopefully either we fix it or he sends me a new one. I hope. So the compressor, I think, went out. But anyway, got the Kolsch here sitting here at 66 degrees. But it tastes good. It actually tastes pretty good. It's really citrusy. So I can't wait to. That's just for me, but someone might get it. I might send it out to one person. One of you guys might receive it. So we'll see. Oh, I did do a recipe thing last night. I was a little buzzed, but I got off air with everyone, and I ended up doing a live and put together a. What did I put together? I forgot now. Well, I did do a Northern England brown, like a Newcastle. So I put that as a recipe together, and then I also put. I'm brewing the NEPA next Thursday too, just to throw that in. Hammer Strike Marzen. I'm calling it Hammer Strike. It's a Marzen. I'm trying to get that ready for the September trip, so I might send that out. About 12 of them out, maybe 9 to 12 of them out to Bumpy or something, just so we all have some to try out there. It'll be kind of fun. And it should be perfectly ready. I'm going to stick that in the cooler for the next 3 or 4 months and hold on to
So
it.
if I receive a package of like 12 beers from you, I can't just drink them all.
You can drink a couple if you want. I don't care. Just save some for the crew.
Just do it live so we can watch it, Bumpy.
Yeah, hold on to them though, and when I get out there, we'll. So I did get the tickets, so that's definitely official. I mean, unless something weird, tragic happens, but hopefully it does not. But there you go. I'm done. I'm done with this. I want to say thank you to. Let me get everyone here. I'm just gonna leave where we're at. Thanks to the community for one. You guys are awesome. Thank you to for being here for us and contributing your time to watching this hour and a half of us trying some fucking beers and cheese. Mine was poopy today. No, but and I want to say thank you to my panel. Thank you, Bumpy Isms and Art Sparkle. Cheers to you guys, gal, and me, Mr. Beerman. All right, we're gonna go ahead and end this. You guys have a good night, day, wherever you're from in this beautiful world, but not after one more sip or even a shot. You can even smoke some weed if you want. Cheers. All right. I love beer. I also love weed.